Level 1. The open car. The sun hits your face hard. Dallas air smells like exhaust and cut grass. The crowd roars along Elm Street. You raise your hand. You wave. Jackie sits beside you, pink wool bright as a signal flare. The motorcade slows through Dealey Plaza. Something feels different here. The buildings press close. The cheering thins. You don't know why. Not yet. Level 2. The back that never stopped breaking. You were 29. The Pacific swallowed your PT-109. You pulled a burned man through black water. Your teeth clenched the life jacket strap. Your back screamed with every stroke. You made it, but the back never healed. The doctors give you a name for your condition. They give you cortisone and Novocaine and a brace so rigid it holds you upright like a soldier. You wear it every single day. You wear it today. It will matter today. You don't know that yet. Pain is not weakness. Pain is just a price of showing up. Level 3. The impossible seat. You are 43, youngest man ever elected president. You beat Nixon by a thread. 112,000 votes across 68 million cast. The math barely worked. The country is split clean in two. Half of America wants you gone before you start. You walk to that podium in January cold. Your breath fogs the air. You say, "Ask not what your country can do for you." The words land like a bell strike, but the enemies are already counting down. Level 4. The island that nearly ended everything. You are 45. The CIA hands you a plan. 1,400 Cuban exiles, one beach, zero air support. They tell you it'll work. It does not work. The Bay of Pigs collapses in 72 hours. The men die on the sand or rot in Castro's prisons. The humiliation is total. Khrushchev reads it as weakness. He starts building. He starts measuring. He decides you can be pushed. You cannot win by blaming others. You stand at the microphone. You take it all. Level 5. The 13 days. You are 45. October. A U-2 spy plane brings photographs. Soviet missiles. Cuban soil. 90 miles from Florida. Your generals want to bomb. They want to invade. They give you the math. 40 million American dead if this goes wrong. 40 million. You sit in that room for 13 days. You drink cold coffee. Your back throbs through every briefing. The hawks circle. Khrushchev is not a man, he is a pressure system. He is weather moving toward landfall. You write a letter, you pick up a phone. You do not blink. The missiles leave Cuba. The world exhales. You pay the cost in private. The hawks never forgive you. Level 6. The speech they said not to give. You are 46. June 1963. Your advisors tell you to wait. The civil rights movement is burning the country's edges. Birmingham, fire hoses, police dogs. Medgar Evers shot dead in his driveway in Mississippi. You watch the footage. You feel something tightening your chest that is not the back brace. You go on national television anyway. You call it a moral issue. You call it as old as the scriptures. You send the civil rights bill to Congress. The South turns cold. The hate mail arrives by the sack. Some of it contains threats. You don't stop reading it. You don't stop pushing. Level 7. The Texas trip nobody wanted. You are 46. November. Texas is a problem. Your own party is fracturing. Governor Connolly and Senator Yarborough won't ride in the same car. You need Texas in 1964. You cannot win re-election without it. The Secret Service flags Dallas as dangerous. They show you a full-page newspaper ad. Black border. Your face. Wanted for treason. You look at it once. You set it down. Some doors only open if you walk through them yourself. You choose the open car. You choose the uncovered top. You want the crowd to see you. Level 8. The darkest morning. You are 46. November 22nd. You wake in Fort Worth. Your back is bad. The brace goes on anyway. Jackie is beside you, not yet in the pink suit. You eat breakfast with Texas businessmen. You shake hands. You smile. You feel the accumulated weight of 3 years, the Bay of Pigs, the Missies, the Civil Rights War, the polls sliding, the party cracking. You board Air Force One. You are tired, not broken, tired. You refuse to show it. That is the only move left. Level 9, the last wave. You are 46, Elm Street, 12:30 p.m. The Texas sun is directly overhead. The crowd is 10 deep on both sides. They are reaching toward you, calling your name. You can hear it above the engine noise. You turn left onto Elm. The motorcade slows for the curve. You lift your hand. The book depository building passes on your right. You don't look at it. Nobody looks at it. There is a grassy slope on your left, and people standing on it waving, and a white pergola, and the underpass ahead where the road dips into shadow. You are looking at the people. You are always looking at the people. 12:30 and 2 seconds. The first sound reaches you before the pain does. A crack, sharp and final, like a 2x4 snapping clean. You think it is a firecracker. You think it is a motorcycle backfire. Your brain does what brains do. It reaches for the explanation that is not the truth. The crowd is still waving. Connolly is still in the seat in front of you. Jackie is still beside you in the pink. Then your hands go to your throat. You don't choose to do it. Your hands simply go there. Something is wrong with your throat. Something is wrong with your back. You cannot locate the source. You cannot name what is happening to your body. The brace grips your torso like iron. It holds you upright, rigid, exactly upright, the way a soldier stands at attention, the way a man stands who will not fall. This is the thing nobody will understand for decades. A man without the brace would have pitched forward, would have collapsed into the seat, would have dropped below the line. But the brace does not allow it. The brace holds you in the open air above the leather seat, straight and visible and upright, while the motorcade slows and the crowd begins to understand before you do what is happening to the man in the back seat. 4 seconds pass. Connolly turns. He sees your face. He hears his wife scream his name. He will say later that he knew immediately, that he knew from the sound, that he heard the second shot coming before it arrived. The second shot hits. The car does not stop. The car does not stop. It slows. It actually slows, and you are still upright in the open Texas air because the brace will not let you fall. And the crowd on the grassy slope is beginning to drop and scatter, and a motorcycle officer is swerving, and somewhere a woman is grabbing her children and pressing them to the ground. The third shot. Dealey Plaza goes silent for 1/2 second that lasts forever. Then it does not go silent. Then it is nothing but noise. Jackie is beside you, in the pink. The pink is no longer only pink. She is reaching across the back seat toward you, and her mouth is open, and the sound coming out of it is not a word. It is something older than words. Governor Connolly is down in the front seat. The driver has finally understood. The driver's foot finds the accelerator. You are still upright. You cannot speak. You cannot move your hands toward her. You cannot turn your head. The brace holds you exactly where it held you when you were waving to the crowd 4 seconds ago. You are looking at the underpass ahead, the shadow of it coming toward you, the cool dark of it after all that Texas sun. The car accelerates through the shadow. The crowd behind you is still screaming. The sound of it reaches you as the car enters the underpass, and for one instant, the noise of the crowd and the noise of the world cuts to the dull echo of concrete overhead. Then, open road. Then, Parkland Memorial Hospital 4 miles away. The crowd is still screaming in Dealey Plaza. They will be screaming for 50 years. They are screaming right now. Every documentary, every frame of every piece of footage, every person who was standing on that grassy slope or on that sidewalk or behind that white pergola will spend the rest of their life standing there still. You are already somewhere else. You are already gone before the car clears the underpass, before the Secret Service agent climbs onto the trunk, before Jackie says what she says in the back seat of that car that no one will repeat in full for a very long time. The last thing you see is the shadow of the underpass opening back into Texas light. And then, just light.